of all, congratulations on the Olympics qualification. So, your first thoughts on the Olympics qualification mixed doubles with Tanisha.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy that Tanisha and I have qualified for the Olympics. Again, we just started a little over a year ago. We started last Jan, and at that point in time, the Olympics seemed really far away for us. But to have come from starting from scratch to being here today, having qualified for the Olympics, it's pretty special moment for the two of us.
What sort of preparations went into? Because there's a big age gap between you and her. So, how did you just tie up with her? And because earlier you were also doing, the partners were like ready. Siki was there.
Yes.
Siki, even then there was a big age gap between you.
Yes, I think the age gap's only going to be there. But having said that, Tanisha is an up and coming youngster. She's very energetic, and her game style complements my game style, which is one of the reasons why the two of us work well together. She's explosive at the net. I am a hard hitter from the back of the court, and together we combine really well. But having said that, we still are a relatively new pair, and we have a lot to work on, and there's no end to working and getting better different areas because last year we were playing smaller tournaments. This year we're playing bigger tournaments. The competition is higher and it's definitely tougher. So we accordingly have to get better and keep working.
How would you rate your performance in this year so far and going into the tournament? Because it gets very important to peak at the right time
Correct.
in a competition like an Olympics.
Correct. I'd say we started the year off well, having reached the quarters of the Malaysia Super 1000. That was a big boost for us because we beat a Japanese pair in the second round, which was an important win for us. It definitely gave us a lot of confidence. But having said that, we are playing bigger tournaments this year than we did last year. Because last year we played a lot of small tournaments. We played challenges and 100s. We never got entries into a Super 1000. So the competition is higher. Our game needs to get better and stronger. So we kind of also know where we stand and how much we need to work now going into the Olympics, having played these bigger tournaments the last couple of months.
You've already been part of two Olympic campaigns in Rio and in London. So, how does that experience of having there represented India is going to help you and also calm the nerves of someone like Tanisha, who's going to make
I
maybe
mean,
appearance?
having been this having been having to be my third Olympics, I feel like definitely I do have experience, and I think the way I see the Olympics is different because I'm way older than what I was a couple of years ago when I played my first Olympics, and I think that balance would help both Tanisha and me, and kind of understand how to prepare for the Olympics, what to expect. And like you rightly said, I mean, it's so important to peak at the right time, and I hope that we train really well. We will be looking forward to training really well and working towards putting on a good performance at the Olympics.
Uh, Badminton is one of the most sought after sports in India when it comes to Olympics because it has been giving us medals right from 2022. Uh, does that put an extra pressure on the Indian badminton players or shuttles?
I think it would. It would, especially because, I mean, right now there are a lot of eyes on Indian players because they've done really well. Satvik and Chirag are world number one. They've won a lot of tournaments this year. They've had a fantastic start of the year. So there is going to be a lot of eyes on them, a lot of pressure. Sindhu going into her third Olympics, having won two medals at the last two Olympics. There's also that pressure for her to go and perform again. But we are all world class players. Satvik and Chirag, the number one, and it's not easy being there. So they do know what it takes to be there. They do know how to handle pressure, and they have dealt with very like the highest of levels of badminton pressure. So I'm sure they will have pressure, but at the same time, they are. I would say they are ready to like take it on and do well.
We've seen a lot of competition with the Chinese players, and people used to talk about the aura of the Chinese players, and then when we used to face them on the court, the players used to just be in the awe, and because of that aura and the awe, they could put up a good contest back in the days. But do you think that that perception has changed a
Most
lot?
definitely, most definitely. I think with since Sayana's time, the perceptions changed because she's been in a lot of Chinese players. So has Sindhu. So have the likes of Pranoy, Shrikant, Satvik, Chirag. So a lot of them have come up. Indian badminton players have come up and beaten the Chinese players. So it's no longer China as like a badminton nation. India is also getting strong as a badminton nation, and the players are also proving to be really tough for the Chinese players. So yeah, it's not the same anymore.
Uh, what are your preparations? Any particular thing that you are working on, going to work on before Paris?
Yeah, there will be a lot that Tanisha and I would have to work on because, like I said, last year we were playing a lot more smaller tournaments. This year we've graduated to playing bigger tournaments. That means the competition is higher and it's a lot harder. That means we've also got to get our game to a level which is ready to match the top players. So there's a lot of work that the two of us will need to do, and we will be doing that along with our coaches and preparing in preparation for the Olympics.
Thank you.
Thanks.